All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ka'alam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders, Grand Millstone, and shalom to Yakim, my dear pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. All right, I'm back here again with a lesson. And this lesson, he's going to be going into this, what is it? The WEF, a little bit of, the WEF, the things they're going through. All right, I'm going to go deep into it, but I'll get the best I can get, and read a few things and give a few precepts out, and, hopefully it's going to be edified, especially to, brothers out there, sisters out there, who truly are watching and what's going on, worldwide, all right? As we know, of the day that we know Esau, the so-called white man, is pushing for the climate thing, the climate change. And then here's a movement, all right? The WEF, that's, that's an organization. It's like your own organization, all right? Organization that is pushing, the New World Order, all right? They're pushing for the elite, okay? And I'm going to show you, a couple of things. And Lord willing, this it's like Lord willing, this right is going to be edified, okay? So let's go ahead and, all right, this right here says, floods and heat waves threaten lives across the globe, plus other nature and climate stories to read this week. This is the things that, they're reporting on, and this is apparently, it's destroying the earth, it's destroying, it's going to, if they don't act and, do what they have to do, it's going to destroy the globe, all right? The globe, and people going to suffer, okay? But, hey, do you actually believe, that Esau has to come through and save everybody? Do you believe that? I don't believe that Esau has to be their savior. All right, we know our savior is Yahushai HaMashiach. That's our savior. And that's, the one who's going to save us through all troubles. All right. But Esau, right now, he's causing troubles, and he's going to act like he's a god. All right. The precept that I'm going to read it. If you don't like me reading this precept, then, you can fuck off. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let Satan should gain an advantage of us, if we are not ignorant of his devices. We can't be ignorant of this man's evil plans. Okay, his evil plan is to bring his NWO, all right, to where he's gonna have what? To where he's gonna have you people believing everything he's saying is real, but it ain't. Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach. Right? You don't want Esau to take you and deceive you and just like throw you around and, have you thinking like he's the one who's supposed to save you from all these things, man. No. Okay, and he would do that for sure. Okay, let's read this. Let's read our verse in the NLT real quick, because we know what Esau did in the Garden of Eden. All right. But I fear that, in the NLT says it, but I fear that somehow your pure and undivided devotion to Hamashiach will be corrupted, just as Eve was deceived by the cunning ways of serpent. And who was that? That was Esau. All right. For if he that cometh preacheth another Hamashiach, whom we have not preached, if you receive another spirit which you have not received, no another gospel which you have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. All right, let's read this in NLT. It says, you happily put up with whatever anyone tells you, right? Even if they preach a different Jesus than the one we preach, or a different kind of spirit than the one you received, or a different kind of gospel than the one you believe, right? You don't want to be that individual, man. Okay? All right, let's go. I'm going to go from there and jump to verse 13 and 14. For such a false for such a false apostles, you're gonna have false apostles out here, man. Okay, under WEF. Okay, think they're doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, but they really ain't doing that. They're just out there to deceive you. Deceitful workers transforming themselves into the apostle of who? Yahushua HaMashiach. And we are going to have individuals like that, such as your so-called Christian churches. They're going to be under this WEF and the movement and pushing for the climate change, man. They're going to support it. All right. It says, verse 14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So don't be surprised if Esau do that, right? He says, but I'm not surprised. Even Satan has got disguise himself as an angel of light. That's an NLT, right? So, and this is how Esau's going to work and move, man. Okay, verse 15 says, therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the minister of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. And the NLT says this, so it is no wonder that his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. You see? We're going to see this happening, man. Okay? In the end, they will get the punishment their wicked deeds deserve. Right. Hey, man, this applies to you fucking Christian pastors, you Catholic pastors, you other groups, other religions out there that use the Bible to push your fucking agenda. That your own agenda. You don't push the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. And you have these niggas in who call themselves Hebrew Israelite, who know who they are, who sold out, and they're going to push the same thing for Esau, man. Okay? They're going to push the NWO for the so-called white man. And they call themselves Hebrew Israelite. All right? Crazy, right? But anyway, let's come back to this, right? It says this. Okay, I'm going to holler at this. It says this weekly roundup contains the key nature and climate news from the past week. It's a top nature and climate stories: flooding in India and China, heat waves across Europe and the USA. And we've seen this happen. Go on YouTube, type it in. You're going to see they're going to show you climate change happening worldwide. It says COP28 president urges countries to be brutally honest about climate action. And you know what I did? Okay, I want you look up with the word. I looked up this saying right here, right? Just bear with me for a minute. Okay, look. All right, the brutally honest meaning, right? It says, adjective, if someone expresses something unpleasant with brutal honest or frankness, they express it in a clear and accurate way without attempting to disguise its unpleasantness. All right, that's what the word brutal honest goes into. If left unchecked, it can lead into toxic relationship dynamic. It says, when people say they are brutal honest is a fancy way to say my personal opinion with no filters. So, these... Okay, it's like, hold up. Let me do this, right? The president, the COP 2028 president, right? He's telling countries to take action to where they're going to have to show you, okay, that this climate change has to be taken serious, all right? And, it has to be taken seriously, all right? Okay, his name, and then the president of this COP228 is Sultan AI Jabal. Okay, and guess what? His nationality is, right? Check this out. Okay, this dude here is Ishmaelite. All right, he's part of the WEF. He speaks on the behalf of WEF. Okay, you see that? Hold on, real quick. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Okay, so you see the president of the COP28. You see who he is, right? You see his nationality. I got something else to show right here. All right, and he's the one. This is COP28 UEA. Okay, United Arab Emirate. Okay, it says bring the world together. What does that really mean? New world order, one world, man. Bring them together, man. Okay, you see you see this? This is what they're pushing for, man. The new world order. All right, one world government. Okay, under this, under the policies that they're trying to push worldwide. United Nations climate change. You see it? Okay, you see that? So before we do that, let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Assyrian is God's instrument. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that right grievances which they have prescribed. And this is, Esau, so-called white man today, is doing this with these it's like with these other nations who's under his the new order they're trying to push. They're all together, man. They're all they're all laying down, under Esau's bed, man. The elite, the type elite. Those are fucking, small heart, really. Those fucking so-called Jewish today, man. Most of the type elite of Esau, that's who they are. And they prescribing these unrighteous decrees, where they're bringing in and saying that, this climate thing is bad for people, it's bad for the environment, it's just terrible. If we don't stop, it's going to destroy the whole earth, But what you don't know is that they're taking away your freedom and they're giving you ways of living. Okay, those decrees are unrighteous. It's like the decrees that they're pushing onto you are unrighteous decrees. Okay, verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment, which is our people, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, Israelites, that widows might be their prey, that they might rob the fathers. And this is Esau's motive, is to bring the NWO. If you apply with it, you're gonna die. You see what I mean? You're gonna die. If you apply with it, you become under, you're gonna die, because eventually you're gonna take the mark of the beast. Okay, the microchip. Pursuant to Revelation chapter 13. And we know the judgment of you individuals is going to be in America who takes it. Revelation 14 goes into that. You're going to be destroyed by fire. And you niggas outside America who take the MOTB, okay, pursuant to Revelation chapter 16, it tells you what's going to be happening. You just can't escape the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay. So the Most High is using Esau. This was Assyrians back, but today he's using Esau, okay, as a weapon, and the ones who don't take it but have no foundation of a God, the worship, it's like they have no foundation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Guess what? You're gonna die as well, a vain death, So you're gonna need Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in these days we're coming into to really survive. This man is instrumentals, Okay, let's go to the book of Micah. This is the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And this is Esau, man. He's doing that right now through this climate change, upon their beds. This is they in the power, man. This is they in their power. This devil don't wake up. Don't have to wake up early and do anything. He got puppets working for him. He's acting like a god. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. They cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Eventually, that's what Esau's gonna do to you, people out there, man. It's gonna take everything that you worked for the rest of your, for the rest of years you have lived. And you think that was some type of heritage just to leave behind, but no, he's gonna come in and pass these draconian laws, and then guess what? There goes everything you have worked for. Like Apostle Ramallah did a video today. They're gonna take away everything from you, and you'll be happy. It's gonna be like that, man. Okay, just get used to these things. The WEF is not for you. Just know that, man. We sound like a conspiracy theory, but we're gonna let it be, man. All right, it's the book of Isaiah chapter 32, and I just get to the point of it. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 4. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of stomachs shall be ready to speak plainly. And these the ones who are going to believe in this truth, man. All right. He says, even the hardheads will be full of sense and understanding. Those who stammer we speak plainly. We're doing this right now. The devout person shall be no more called liberal, which is Esau, nor the church said to be bountiful. In the NLT, NLT says this, right? It says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. So-called white man. Because the truth is going to come out. All right, like last week we had a camp. And then we had this individual, he looked like so-called Moabite, but he came over there and he was bringing up about information that would speak on. It was beautiful, man, that people know what's going on. And this will takes me Psalms 64 and verse 8. So shall they make their own tongue to form themselves, or that see them shall flee away. Exactly like what's been happening. You got these insiders among these Edomites coming out, exposing themselves, divided, man. And then the believers, when they see it, they're like, okay, you know what, we can't believe in this devil no more because this devil is a liar and he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. You got people from these other countries that see it and be like, you know what, fuck that. Let me start my own business. Let me start my own, my own business. Or let me flee away from Esau. Let me be independent. So when he do bring his agenda, I'm able to to be successful. But those people, we call them preppers, you're not going to be able to really overcome him, man. You're fleeing away, which is good because we've seen it. Like, okay, hey, it's not only the prophets, the believers that see it. Everybody else is seeing it, So let's go to the book of Isaiah 32 back. It says, for the devout person who will speak villainy and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, to utter err against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, who cause them to drink the thirsty to fail. Let's go here. And the NLT says, for fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. And that's what Esau's doing, man. Esau, the so-called woman, is doing this right now in your face. He comes and speaks smooth words. You believe all that shit, They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about Yahweh. What they're telling you, God is dead. We're going to replace God with AI. We're going to do this now. We the gods now, That's fucking foolish teachings, man. That's false teachings. They deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirst. They don't give you the pure truth. Then eventually what they're going to do, they're going to take away your food and water. They're going to be able to divide that to you and what you have. And guess what? You're going to be starving, man. You're going to be left starving because what they're going to be giving you is some shit with chemicals in it to destroy you. Remember, his goal is towards depopulation. The food is going to be giving you is to destroy. The water is going to be given to destroy you. That's why the scripture says, if it wasn't for the elect's sake, all flesh would be saved, man. So the time is being cut short. All right. Verse 7, the instruments also of chill, the weapon of also of chill are evil. The evil person, he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. All right. When you go to the book of Second Thessalonians, right, it goes into the lying wonders that the devil is going to be doing. Matthew 24 goes into that as well. The things this is going to be doing, setting false things up, But the liberal devices liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand, and that's us. What we're telling you is the truth. What Esau's doing, it ain't the truth, man. It's not, So let me show you more things. Like I gave you an example. This right here, you brothers want to go ahead read it. COP28 UAE. And like I said, that dude over there is what? He's Ishmaelite. The lady over there, she don't look, she don't look Caucasian. Okay, you got him, you got her. You got, what I'm saying? Like, this is, When you go to Psalms 83, I'm just get to the point of it. Psalms 83 verse 2, for Lord thy enemies make atonement. Let me start from verse 1. Keep no a song, a psalms of Asaph. Keep no thou silence or power. Hold no thy peace, be not still or power. For Lord thy enemies make atonement. They that hate thee lift up the head. These countries, these nations that hate Yahweh Shem Yasha. And they're being prideful by lifting up the head and think they're going to accomplish this movement. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and considered against thy hidden ones. This is what they do in those meetings they go to. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel might be known by remembrance. They have done that. They've tried that before, but it couldn't work because the elect is still here. The prophets wake up. Now they're going to try to do the same thing, but it's not going to work. If they have concerted together with one concert, these meetings they be having, they go over there and, they craft the counsel with the lying and deceiving, and then they put on the news, and they don't show what the fuck they don't show the main goal. They show the things that they want you to hear, man. And then you feel a simple-minded person, you believe that shit. They have concerted together with one consent. They have conferred against thee, the tabernacle of Edom, the house of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, like I just showed you right here. These motherfuckers here, he's an Ishmaelite. Could be Ishmaelite, could be East Indians. She could be fucking small heart who happened to convert to be Muslim. Who knows? For they have concerted together with one consent. They have conferred against thee, the tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites, which is the so-called Arab, Edom, so-called white man, Moab, Chinese, the Haraganese, Arabs again, Gebal, Arabs, Ammon, Japanese, Amalek, the small heart, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Arabs again. The Philistines, are they Hamites? Could be Hamites. Canaanites are, the Philistines, I believe. Let's look up something here real quick. I could be wrong, if brother want to correct me, that go ahead. Land of sojourners, the general territory on the west coast of Canaan, the entire country of Palestine. And those were ancient Canaanites. Where today we'll try over there is Arabs. All right. So it goes into it, man. And these the people that you see, coming together at those meetings that they be showing us, man. Okay, these people coming together to try to cut off the nation of Israel, right, by bringing the NWO. Okay. And then going back to that definition, it's like, brutal honest. This right here, we're brutally honest about climate action. What precept really pushing me to, believe was Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that do good in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath, because you know that he have but a short time. And so, eventually Esau's going to have to react quickly and bring some, some harsh, laws, movements and actions, for him to push this NWO, and the climate change is going to be it. It's a flood, forced evacuation in India and China. You see these things, right? Food safety, don't use contaminated food, don't use contaminated water, use boiled water, eat freshly cooked dry food, wash hands with soap regularly. You see what I'm saying, man? Maintain hygiene and cleanliness, use mosquito nets, repel. This is like fucking refugee camp. Dispose of garbage properly. Don't let children, pets near flat water. Use proper footwear. Don't allow water to stagnate. Stay away from all open wires, flowing power lines. This is what they're doing over there in India. She sounds like fucking, C19. Heat waves in Europe and USA as El Nino forecast to continue. He's the mob. You know what I mean? So, they're really pushing these things, man. And nothing you can do about this. But, believing in true power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Let me see. Was there another precept that was left on now? Okay, yeah, right. Revelation. This devil. Revelation 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and that wrath is coming. Yeah, you're going to see people rising up against Esau in a minute. Because, this dude is doing crazy. It's going crazy. It's like, in the time of the day that they should be judged, the time when they represent these other nations, time with Esau, that is even our own people, the 2/3, that they should give, that should is give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, the brothers you see on how in Bible start, within Grand Millstone, Men of Valor, and the rest of you brothers out there, teaching the right doctrine. You are servants of the prophets. And to the saints, the ones that believe, and them that fear thy name, small and great, because there's order, and should destroy them, which destroy the earth, which is Esau. He has destroyed the earth, but now he's coming back and trying to, lie to you people, Anyway, so hopefully that was edified to you brothers out there. The time is 4:41, beautiful time. But hey, Ka'alayam La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kodash. And dumb honor to the pastors and the elders good millstone. And, hopefully this was edified. Brothers want to add precepts in this video, go ahead. All right, shalom.